G'day guys, me again. Just want to do a bit of a toolbox cleanup, take you guys with us. So I got this toolbox from Super Cheap Auto. Yep, it's not a snap-on, I'm not rich. So yeah, this is one of the ones from Super Cheap Auto, the Tool Pro one. And I used to have the tall one, but it wasn't working for me, so I opted for bigger shelves and a lower thing altogether so that I can put something on there, because I've always got something on the go. So one thing that's really been shitting me is because it's a cheap toolbox, it comes with really thin material on the bottom of the shelves. It's not very good for organising because every time you put something in there it shifts. So like as you can see, so this is my like measure drawer, so I've got squares, thickness gauges, adjustable squares, dividers and stuff. And this is my screwdrivers, and as you can see, look at that. Banners, pliers, sockets, hammers. That's just destroyed the material there, and that's locked, but I've just got some books and stuff in there. But to fix this, I'm just going to show you guys. I've got this industrial Velcro from Bunnings. I think it probably, I don't remember what it costs, and when I bought it I actually didn't have a purpose, but now I've done heaps of stuff with it. And the best thing I've done is Velcroed a TV remote to the bottom of the coffee table, so that there's not always a remote on the table. So anyway, what we're going to do is trap the Velcro on the bottom of the material so that we can remove it when we want to clean it and have it sit down and not move every time you chuck a tool inside. So we'll get onto that now. Worked out pretty well. I didn't do the neatest job, and I probably could have got some better quality foam stuff, but if you guys want to do it, it's a really good thing. I've given the drawers a good shake and the matting isn't moving. So now the exciting part. All right, good afternoon everyone. It is currently the next day, Friday. Had a busy day at work, and now work's finished, so I want to keep on going. Yesterday I showed you guys how I Velcroed the drawers to stop them from sliding, and I've got the welder all tucked away in here now. Yeah, so basically I think I should call this vlog organising your workspace. Next thing I want to do is, and for all you other YouTuber guys that do stuff, you probably know how hard it is to get like welding footage with these tripods and how crap they can be. So what I'm doing now is I want to capitalise on time. So when I want to weld something in smoker or lunch, I don't want to spend 10 minutes setting up a tripod when I could be just doing my thing for 10 minutes. So this is the bench where I made my Escort model and my first lowrider bike and lots of stuff. And so anyway, what I'm going to do is show you how I've done it. How you guys can do it is how to make a camera jig. Yeah, we'll call it that. So I didn't record the first part of it, but I cut 600 millimeters of we're not talking bolts, 600 millimeters of 12 mil round bar. I got stainless because that's what was in the bin, and put a 90-degree fold on one end. So basically I'm going to get because this is 11.9 something, I'm just going to get an M12 nut and weld it to that brace there and have it so that, this is really hard, so that it can swing out like that, swing out and above what I'm working on, and then just a 1/4 inch UNC bolt so that it can attach to my Canon G7X or my GoPro or the phone attachment for the Joby. Yeah, so what it's going to allow, preparation, all I've got to do is screw the camera on, fling it out and be good to go. But also, if it can be set right above the workpiece, it will allow a lot better video quality when it comes to bird's eye drawing. I don't know if you can see that panel out on the, no you can't see it. Better bird's eye stuff when you really want that. So we just drilled a 5mm hole in that nut and tapped it out to 6mm. Now that nut is what the vertical pole will slide down, and this bolt when done up will act as like a brake, so I can do a height selection, adjustable selection. We're just going to weld that onto there, and that'll be that part done, and then weld the 1/4 inch bolt onto the bottom of the other bit of round bar, and then that's pretty much going to be us it. I've put a 14mm bolt through it just to protect it from any spatter, so that I don't have to clean it out to put the round bar through. Alright, I'm pretty happy with that. It's a pretty quick rush job. It's only taken me like 5 minutes. If you were going to do it better, you could probably put like a rose joint in there. So one of these fancy little ball joint things. I chose not to, just in case the weight of the camera might pull it down and sort of do what some tripods have been doing, just letting go. But pretty good. I can put the GoPro here or here, and hopefully that's cool enough to touch. Yep. And then go up, down, have it right in front of the weld if I'm welding or doing something, or flick it up like that. Sorry. Flick it up facing straight down on the bench to have a bird's eye view. And then when I finish, just flick it out of the way. So final part of my workbench tidy. I'm actually pretty happy with this. I might be able to use it for the next segment of this video. But the one thing that gives me the shits is power tools being in bags. I feel like they just tear up the bags. You've got to rummage through them. Fair enough if you go on site, but at the moment they're just kind of stored in a bag, and it's kind of pissing me off. And I want to make like a cool little sick rack that they can just slide into for quick access. And the way we're going to do that is copy this profile here on the battery. Now it's the red bits here, that's what locks it into place. We're not really going to need that, but what we will need to do is make the same profile for the tools to slide in and have it mounted onto the bench and look good as gold. Alright, so we've made those plates at 37 by 42 and 46 by 42, welded them together, central, and I've just put a tack to the bench just to give it a test, and yeah, that's clips in, so we'll make another 4, weld them onto the bottom of the bench, and then hopefully that'll tidy it up a lot more. Alright, so that's it pretty much now. We've tested it, they slide in alright, so I'm just going to weld it up underneath the bench. Man, I'm tired. I need to weld it up underneath the bench, and I don't know if you guys can really see that because it's in an awkward spot, but if you're going to make it for your power tools, pretty much just, it's probably the same principle, just replicate the battery because that's what your tools slide into. You can replicate that with some steel or even if you guys out there onto the 3D printing, you can make a fully sick one.
said food!
Wait, can you ask me to freeze again?
Yeah, okay. Food!
Yeah, walk away, bitch.